Jamie, that's me here. Okay, please hop down in the chat and let me know that you guys can hear me very, very closely. Let your girl know, okay, that you guys can hear me. All right, while I charge up this device, honey. Okay, before we go dead on us, girl, we ain't got time for this thing going dead on us, honey. What is going on, everybody? Did y'all get into the reunion for Love and Marriage Huntsville? Let me know, because we're going to have to talk about some things. We got to talk about some things, honey. Let me see what y'all say. Okay, y'all can hear me well. Okay. Y'all, it was a lot going on in this reunion. The season was great. Number one, we really had a really good season. The reunion definitely gave. Okay, so I am here for all of that. What's up, Monique? What's going on, Omar? What is up? Yes, you guys coming on over. Mona Money, Nolene, Yolanda. What's up, Candace? What's going on, Sunny and Kim? Lady J. Okay, what's up, Nikki? What's up? What's Tajay or TJ? What's up, Dorian? What's up, Center Text? Keisha, what is up, dear Pooh, Doja, Vanessa? Okay. What's up, Quiana? Is it Quiana or Queena? What's going on? What's up, Nearline? What's up, Ja? What is going on? What you say, Joseph? This part was weird. I think we needed to talk about the Vegas trip with the no vow renewal and so on. There should be another part. You know what? I have to agree. There should be another part on that. And I also wanted to talk about Jalen and the relationship he has with Marlo and Tisha, and working for, you know, their lounge or whatever. So it's quite a few things that we did not get a chance to address. And now that you say that, I really feel a way about it. I do. I feel a way about that. Okay. I'm just reading you guys' comments now. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up? What's going on? Okay, I just got my food in time to sit and watch your live. That's right. Y'all go ahead and get comfortable, honey, so we can talk about some things. As you come in, please be sure to hit the like button. Yes, the reunion seemed unfinished. Yes, they may have to give us an unfiltered version, honey. They may have to drop some things out the sky for us so we can figure out what's really been going on. Give me 1 second. I just need to fix something real quick, y'all, on my last video. Refresh. Can I get a refresh? All right, bet. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and hop into this review. What? Yes, Carlos faced no time to Marlo and Tisha as a couple. This reunion let us know they are all fake friends. For sure. It also let me know that Mel don't really rock with them like that, for real. Okay, I missed the reunion, but catch you up. I will catch you up, dear hearts, okay? I will definitely catch you up on what all took place, okay? So we pick up with the Scotts and the Whitlows, right? Now, Louis starts speaking and Marlo starts saying it smells like an opinion, which is hilarious because he's making reference to Tiffany saying that, you know, opinions are like a-holes. So that's where he's going with that. So he don't want to hear or smell their opinion at this time. Pooh says a lot of people wasn't held accountable. Tisha, Maurice, Marlo, and her mom always get a pass. Since we want to talk about passes, Miss Wanda. But let's keep going. Oh, y'all, I had something I had wanted to show y'all. Girl, give me a second, because I had wanted to show something to y'all, and I'm mad that I did not have it all together. I was supposed to do this. Give me 1 second, y'all. Bear with your girl. I'm trying to find it. I had to find this, y'all, because this was kind of funny to me. You know what? I'm trying to find this. Because I just want to I want to show y'all this real quick. Let me see if I can pull it up on my thing, girl. Because I was like, before we even get into this review, before we really get into some things, honey, let me just show y'all this. Let me see if I can share my screen with y'all real quick. Don't be y'all in my business, though, because you know how y'all like to be, girl. Just scoop it. Just a little bit, okay? But I'm about to show y'all this. Okay, bet. Do y'all see this? Okay, let me put myself down in the corner. Can y'all see this? This is the image that Martell posted. He is finally showing off this cute little baby number 5. Okay, they're saying, Martell wrote in the comment or the caption, he says, many know me as Martell. Some call me Holt. Others may know me from Love and Marriage Huntsville. But my children know me as Dad. They know my heart. They trust me. They will never have to question who I am or the love I have for them. My 5 heartbeats. Hashtag family. Hashtag fatherhood. This is what Martell put up, honey, on his page. Y'all see that? He done got, now, first of all, the funny part for me is that he ended up like mimicking the same image that Mel had on her page of her kids. Now, y'all know when Mel came together, they did like this royal type of theme or whatnot. So it was like Martell kind of like stole that idea. But let me see if I can show y'all this girl, because I thought it was kind of funny and cute though at the same time. Let me show y'all this before we get really into this review, okay? All right, y'all see it? Look at there. Look at her kids. They all smiling and they happy and stuff. But then when you get to Martell and the kids just got a straight face. Now, I don't think the kids look miserable or that they're unhappy or that they didn't want to be there. Like, why are we here? I think he was going for that particular look. I think he wanted all his kids to not smile in a photo. I'm sure he got one where they smiled. But for this one, he likely wanted, like, you know, hey, y'all ain't got to smile. Just want it to be a straight face photo and we all good, okay? So there's that. But I have to say, I know a lot of people may not want to hear this, but I'm just going to be honest because this is just my opinion. Y'all leave y'all's in the comments. I just feel like that little baby is adorable. That little baby number 5 is adorable. Okay, I just thought he was just the cutest little thing. Like, it's unfortunate. It's not his choice as to how he came about in this world. It's not his fault or anything. So I have to say that little baby is just too cute. Too cute. I wonder what people have to say now about his announcement of the baby in comparison to last year when he did, or no, not last year. I'm sorry. I believe it was earlier this year, a few months ago, when he did taking the baby to her new school. And then at the bottom, he did like #5, or he said something about something about all his kids. And I know a lot of people wasn't happy. I don't think Mel was too happy about the fact that he used a picture of their daughter in that moment to highlight the fact that he has another child. You know, so there's that. But now I want to know what people got to say now. Okay, nobody can really say anything. The question was about whether or not he's allowed those kids to meet the sibling. He did. He put it in a photo. But prior to doing the photo, there was a time where I believe he was on live or something, or there was a video, and all of the kids were there, including that little boy. So they've already met each other. Not sure how far back it has been since they've met each other, but between whenever this reunion was filmed and now, those kids have definitely met their sibling. And I think Martell made some beautiful children. He definitely did that. Poor baby mother has no morals and father is a reckless child. That Martell picture is definitely the origin of those kids' villain story. I can't, girl. Let me remove this thing from it's Sugar Mama B-Day today, right? Girl, I know. I don't know about. I gotta see. All his sons have those ears. The little baby literally looks just like baby number 4. Mel's youngest daughter look alike. I can see that. I mean, a lot of them have features. A lot of them like have features. Those daughters don't look happy. Well, Damon, I feel like that was the point, because nobody's smiling in the photo. Now I could say that if you had some kids that were smiling and then there were some other ones that weren't, then I'd be like, "Ooh, child, I'm cute, little mad hell." But I mean, he's not even really smiling in the photo. So I think that's what he was going for. Child, even the baby wasn't smiling, child. I said, okay, I guess, you know, that's what he wanted. Martell is trash. IDK, how Mel did it. Girl, I think love made her do it. I think love make a lot of people do a lot of things. I think it makes them stay in situations longer than they want to. And, you know, that doesn't go for just like relationships, like girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, but I feel like they go for family members too, because of the love of that person and the history that you have with that person. I think that's how she did it. And more than anything, I think she wanted to give to her kids what she didn't necessarily have, as a lot of parents do, right? She wanted them to have that family unit. Because I think she also sees that Martell is a good dad. Like, he's good with the kids and stuff like that. He may have been not so great to her, but I think she had a lot at stake and a lot to think about when it came to like hanging in there. But I think she had to get on this show, step outside of herself, see how she looks, for her to be like, you know what, I look dumb as hell. You know what I'm saying? When you put a situation on somebody else or you step outside of it and view it, I think that gave her the strength to be like, you know what, I'm gonna be good if I walk away. And I also think the opportunities that came her way after doing this show also helped her want to walk away. Not the Dorian. Dorian is stuck on them kids looking sad, baby. They're definitely going to question his heart, love, and character when they get older. I can see that. I can see them feeling a little bit of resentment. You know what I'm saying? Especially Mariah, because she spent the most time with her parents. So all she knew was them being married. You know, so I think he's gonna have quite a few questions to answer. But I think at the end of the day, y'all know how children are. They love their parents, period. Just like you have kids that don't have their moms in their life all their life, and then they start coming around. I think they have the resentment towards their parents, but at some point they still have love for them because of who they are. Same thing with guys who don't have their dads in their life, majority of their life. It's gonna be hard, it's gonna be tough, but some people like don't want a relationship at all with their dads, and then you have some people that's like, okay, I'm cool, like I'm open to, you know, working on a relationship with you. I do have a lot of questions, but I don't think it's gonna take away the love or anything like that from their parent. It seems like when they need a fourth part, we don't get it, but on other shows when we don't need it, they give us 4 parts and 5 parts. Listen up, Andy. This is how a reunion is supposed to be. Facts, okay? Because I wish that we could have subtracted a reunion for Potomac and for Beverly Hills and let Love and Marriage Huntsville borrow that time, girl. Okay? For sure. Those kids don't want to be there. It's all written all over their face. I can't. Yes, Martell was biting off on Mel with the Afrocentric style photo. And I'm not know why you ain't going to do your own type of beach thing or something like that. Okay? Why y'all ain't do that? Yeah, his petty self copied the Mel picture and added his baby child of pettiness. But here's the other pettiness though. The fact that Mel just dropped a song called Side Chick. I believe it's called Side Chick Awards or Side Chick Anthem or something. I'm definitely going to check it out. I have not checked it out yet. I think the video is going to drop on next week. So I'm definitely here for it. Shout out to Mel for being out here, you know, pursuing her dreams, doing what it is that she wants to do. So I'm definitely here for her on that. So it's called Side Chick Award. That's the song she got coming out. I believe the music dropped. It dropped yesterday. But then he want to turn around and drop a photo of the kids. I said, messy can, messy boots, like messy. Okay, messy boots, dear heart. He could have done a Coco Melon theme. Oh, that probably would have been cute. But I feel like Mariah would have been like, what is this? What is this, Dad? I'm grown at this point, Dad. I no. Okay. And those kids are going to have a problem with coleslaw, but Martell is going to force the issue. He lets coleslaw keep up too much mess about their mother. That could be true. I'm sure they have not met her. They probably only just met their sibling, as they should. Okay, that's a tough situation, especially for the older daughter, and I would say the son as well. But let's go ahead and hop into this review, y'all. I just had to give y'all, you know what I'm saying, a little runny down of what I saw, honey, of what I saw. Meanwhile, Miss Arian over here talking about she about to sue a blogger or something like that because they keep talking about her. She put some lady name on face on her page or something like that. And I'm like, God, what, girl? So if that's what we doing, then I feel like, shoot, you might as well try and sue Love and Marriage, but we know you're not gonna do that. And if that's the case, then Marlo and them might as well turn around and try and sue you because of the stuff you said. Calm down, girl. Anyway, honey, y'all, let's get into this review. I had y'all waiting long enough, child. Let's talk about it. Okay, so we pick up with the Scotts and the Whitlows. Okay, Tisha wants people to put respect on her marriage because they've been married for 15 years. Okay, that's why she wants the respect. Do y'all think I'm gonna add this to the I need to know. I'm about to do a poll, okay? Do y'all think I need to know Tisha and Marlo Girl, let me get my typing together. Deserve. I need to know, honey. Y'all already know what I'm gonna ask. Do y'all think Tisha and Marlo deserve to have respect put on their marriage? Let me know. Oh, damn, girl. Y'all done put the answer in there before I could even really ask the question. Wait a minute, girl. It's the poll. It's the poll. Answer the poll. But we see each other. Because I feel like just because y'all been married for such a long time, I mean, that don't mean that you even qualified to give advice either. You know what I'm saying? Just because y'all got the years attached. But I guess you guys have been through some stuff. But I feel like the stuff that they've been going through has been some of the most simplest things that doesn't have to be. All it takes is for Marlo to really actively listen to his wife when she's complaining and not make her feel like she's in a husbandless marriage, like she's a single mom or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're not qualified to give as much of the advice as you have been giving. Okay, so there's that. Like Marlo was aggravating and getting on my nerves a bit. Yes, because they're still in the fight, still married. So Dion feels like yes, we can get some advice from them. I'll say this. I'll say it in the same way that Lewis said. Lewis says you have an opinion too. Everything that comes out your mouth is just an opinion, and one can make a decision on whether or not they want to accept that or not. So yes, to your point, Dion, I think it was, you can give advice all day long, and it's up to that person to decide whether or not they're going to accept it. So and especially with that being said, then Marlo, that would go for you too. You may not like the advice. You may not appreciate the fact that both of them have had a failed marriage, and then now they're trying it again with each other, and you may feel like they don't qualify to give you advice. But it is what it is. You don't have to take their advice either. Y'all not the only ones that could be out here giving some advice. And I feel like you can get advice depending upon the situation, right? So if Marlo has a question about a situation within his marriage that Lewis may have experienced, he probably could give him advice, and he probably could give him advice from a better standpoint than him. He probably could have said like, hey, when I went through it, I did some things wrong, but I think in your case, you may want to handle it like this. This is just a suggestion. You can do whatever it is you want to do. But I know when I tried X, Y, Z, it didn't work. It didn't work for me. And I wish I would have handled that better. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying? You can receive some advice. Maybe be selective with the advice that you receive. Years mean nothing. All these years, and Marlo doesn't respect his own marriage. Ooh, girl. When Tisha said Kimmy didn't tell people Marlo loves her, I almost fell out the chair. That's your husband's job to convey that message loud and clear. Right. And it's like you couldn't even make your wife look good in Vegas by just doing the nuptials, because you knew that's something she wanted. You knew that was something that she planned. But you out here wanting to give advice to other folks, and you didn't even know how to show up for your wife. And that it wasn't just that time. It's been other times as well that you've done this. So cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out, Marlo. Okay. Good advice can come from anybody. I agree, Erica. I agree. If Lewis can't give advice, then Mel and Martell can't give advice. Ooh. And neither can your brother Maurice, who definitely was divorced. Oh, help us. Okay. Ask these years, all those tears. Or did you mean to say all these years, all those tears? Girl, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Carlos not spotlighting Vegas irks me. Like, I wonder, and I feel like the only thing he really spotlighted from Vegas was Kimmy being called the side chick. That was the only thing that we really got. We didn't get the breakdown between Mel and Martell, but it could be that maybe he was just so tired of them arguing and stuff, right? So I feel like he kind of addressed Vegas, but not directly. I feel like it was indirectly, right? especially when it came down to Destiny and Tiffany with their issue. He didn't dive deeper into the Vegas trip. He just spoke in general about the issues that they had with each other, right? So yeah, thank you, Nerlene, so much for the super chat. She says it's not quantity of the marriage, it's the quality of it. Tisha and Marlo marriage looks terrible. Y'all heard it from Nerlene first, okay? And there's that. Okay. He missed the Vegas and Kimmy's son work. Yes, that's what I wanted to talk about. Like, is he still working at the bar? What is that relationship like? At this point, if y'all gonna bring Jalen on the show, I want to kind of know. I want to know how his investment property is doing that he got. How is Jalen performing? What's going on? How many years has Wanda been married? Ooh, child. What did you say? How many years has Wanda been married with a side boyfriend? Good night. Good night. Good night, Tracy. Why did they only bring Jalen out to bring drinks in the end? I thought they would address the issues he had with Tisha and Marlo. Agreed, because even Kimmy said that. Kimmy said, my baby been here all day and y'all not gonna bring him out. And then that's when they was like, oh yeah, we'll bring him out just for you. And he ended up bringing out the drinks. I thought we were gonna get into some things. I thought we was gonna talk about the business and stuff. So they definitely could have had one more reunion, but I think with Carlos and him being around in reality for so long, he probably also, and I'm giving him an excuse at this point, he probably also knows watching TV 4 parts don't be like, they be a drag, right? So he probably felt like, no, we just gonna do 3 parts. I feel like 4 parts we may lose the audience, whatever. So we're just not gonna do that. But come to find out, Carlos, it was so much, and I feel like we're deserving of it, considering the fact that we only got one reunion. I feel, was it 1 reunion or 2? I feel like it was just 1. From the very beginning. So I feel like, y'all could have gave us more, because it was so much that had happened. And with this show, they have so much SHI that happens on camera and that happens behind the scenes too. So it'd be a whole lot of stuff that we could talk about. Marlo wants to leave Tisha and is only staying for the kids. That is the question in the air based on how he talked about things in Vegas on the bus. And how he ended up talking to a woman about one of his aunts or something like that. And they ended up toughing it out for the kids. And in the long run, she was glad that they did. And the reason why is because y'all old as fuck. And now y'all got each other to like really take care of each other, instead of like being out here and not having somebody else to have your back or whatever. So, I mean, I guess, girl, I guess that's the bigger picture, Marlo took a trip to Africa without Tisha. Did he go to Dubai or something like that? I think he went like a few months ago. Marlo doesn't want to hear anything from anybody because he doesn't want to lose the control he has over Tisha. I think it could be that, as well as Marlo just likes to be in charge. Like, that's how the Scott brothers are. They high key give us, it's my way or not. It's my way. I say what I said or not. Right? So, bring Jalen to the couch is good feedback for Carlos. He probably asked about the Vegas trip, but for some reason edited it out. The reunion should have been 4 parts. Yeah, it could be right. But Marlo has said in multiple confessionals he doesn't take advice from his friends. Marlo don't take advice from nobody, not even his brothers. Like, he don't take advice from no one. Nobody. Marlo doesn't even show up for his family vacations with Tisha. And that's the thing for me. You ain't gonna fly your ass all the way to no Dubai. Okay. And you mean to tell me you can't fly down here to Florida, to Orlando Universal? Okay. Six Flags over California or wherever the hell we going. You mean to tell me you can't fly over here and spend time with us, but you can fly all the way across the country without us? Girl, let me cut a credit card off or something, because he got me messed up. No, ma'am. You won't be spending this good money over here. I can't. Okay, yes, I was hoping to see Carlos bring up Jalen's issues with Marlo and Tisha with the Black Cigar Lounge and Marlo's depression, and it would have been a perfect moment, I feel, if he would have dived into that conversation just on how he brought Jalen out with the chocolate in a bottle. So I'm thinking we probably finna get into some things. Girl, I looked at the time and I'm like, oh girl, we ain't got nothing but 2-3 minutes on the clock. This finna go off. No, ma'am. You know what else I think would be great? If Carlos had another segment where it was like questions from us. even though I feel like he watched the reviews and stuff and he gathers questions, he did a wonderful job. But I feel like anything that went unanswered, you know, it could have been a whole nother segment for that. But, you know, it definitely gave. Why did they only bring Jalen out to bring drinks in the end? I thought they would address the issues. I think I read that one. Let's see what else. Oh, girl, y'all was in these comments today, honey. Why is Marlo taking trips to ATL seems suspicious to me? It's a little shaky. It's a little shaky. Thank you so much for the super chat, Carmen. Jamie, is the brother Mark the same brother whose wife is best friends with Kimmy and introduced her to Maurice? You know, I'm honestly not sure. And I would like to know because they got damn near 13 siblings. So I don't even know who's who, to be honest. And then I think they said, you know, it's been rumored that I think, I don't want to say Kyle, but somebody else was, I feel like they said Kyle was talking to somebody else's at one of the Scott's family members' ex, a man or something like that. Like, girl, it's extremely muddy waters when it comes to the Scotts, but I definitely want to know. And I also want to figure out, because I don't think I caught the name that Miss Van was like friends with. So I'm like, who is it? But they have a lot of siblings. It's like 13 of theirs, if not more. But that's a great question. But if anybody knows this answer, leave it in the comments because I'm not sure myself. Thanks so much, Chastity, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think that Kimmy was right when she said the spouse may be causing the depression, meaning Tisha. I mean, I guess, but I also feel like that's being brought on by Marlo. Because I feel like, if anything, to be honest, I feel like Tisha could possibly be eliminating some of that stress. Because, well, he says that it's because she be wanting certain things and stuff. So I guess she probably contributes if that's the case. But I feel like she always be there with the kids. She always take care of the stuff that's for the home and stuff. So if anything, I feel like she's kind of relieving him of some stress. Okay, so how's she gonna be the full part of depression when you ain't even trying to be around her all the time because you throw yourself into work? All these love and marriage Huntsville men act like women are stupid because they are women. Yikes. Yikes, yikes. Did you see that Martell dropped a pic of the baby yesterday? You know what, Tamika, boo, you missed it. You missed it. You got to go back and rewind. Yes, yeah, we did see it. I just talked about it a little while ago and showed the image of the baby. He got some beautiful kids. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I have to keep it honest. I know we don't like the actions of what he did or what Miss Girl did. But the baby's cute. Yeah, I think it's 13. Is it 13? Girl, it's a lot of siblings. They said it in like the first season for Love and Marriage Huntsville when they first came up. Yes, ma'am. Like the Wayans brothers. Just not as attractive. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Yes, just like the Wayans brothers, but not as attractive. The Scotts are messy as, ooh, that's why I believe all of them are. Girl, listen. Yeah, because when Marlo did that live, that he ain't know how to end, I thought he said he was at the gym. Girl, I'm hollering at that live. This man didn't know how to end. Talking about shoe, fly, shoe, and couldn't even end it. Girl, I'm hollering. Bondi says, honestly, I think Marlo is Tisha's reason for depression, and Kimmy meant him, not her. Hold on. Not her being the cause, because obviously Tisha is not happy, and I can see that too. The other way around versus Tisha being his depression. Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Sweet Jasmine, for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you so much, dear heart. These men have this 68 view of themselves and the role of women. Oh, the 60s. I'm sorry. They have this 60s view, like back in the day of themselves and the role of women. Yeah, I don't know if it's the 60s, 80s, but it ain't the 2021. Okay. That's what it's not. I don't want to be in a marriage where I don't have much of a say about things. I mean, I definitely am going to trust my husband to take care of some stuff. But if I got a concern or whatever, like if I'm like, hear me. If you want me to hear you and what your complaints are or whatever you got going on, I expect the same. I aspire to have the level of patience Kimmy does. Not Mel. The level of patience is Kimmy, but not Mel, because Mel put up with a lot for a long time and had children with this man. Girl, Martell is ashamed of having a side chick, and I think he is. I think in that moment he was definitely embarrassed, and it could be that he's ashamed at his marriage falling apart. But how I see it is him being ashamed of that family that outside family that he has, and it could be a combination of both, right? It could be a combination of both. It's a sad. I really hate it for his children, though. You know, especially with the little girl, and I vented about that on my channel about her not getting the opportunity to really experience her dad as her siblings did. So, in the home, a 2-parent household, but she'll be able to experience her dad, but not in that 2-parent household. So, that sucks. Let's keep going though. Great conversations, guys. Let's keep it going. So, what else we have? Lewis was clear to let him know that everything he says out of his mouth, meaning Marlo, this is just merely your opinion. Everything you talk about is an opinion. People don't have to listen to it. They can exercise whatever they want. It is what it is, right? Marlo then says, just because you've been there before doesn't mean you're qualified to give advice. But I'm not getting advice from people who haven't been strong in that endeavor. And I understand where Marlo is coming from, but also, I want him to understand that you're not qualified to give advice either. If that's the case, the same thing you may think about another will be the same thing for you. So you may think that you're successful in business or whatever, and other people may feel like, nah, I don't need your advice. Okay, so don't tell me nothing. But whatever. What else? Lewis was over this reunion, y'all, in the first 5 minutes. He did not know what the hell to expect. This man was like, this is a lie. I'm ready to go. You could see it all in his face. He was not. He handled it, though, the best way that he could, especially with him and Marlo sitting right next to each other and they're bantering back and forth. But overall, he was over the reunion. Meanwhile, Tiffany looked scared as hell. Like, was it just me? Because Tiffany looked scared. Okay, I like Kimmy, but she too is something else. She waited 7 years for Maurice's misogynistic self to marry her, and she defends Martell too much for me. Oh, I didn't know they was together for 7 years, girl. I thought it was like 3. I thought they probably was together in total for 7, but together for maybe 3 years. All right. Yikes, honey. Let's keep going. Oh my God. So the Scott brothers are talking about the Whitlows not being transparent because they're not. And Marlo feels like Lewis only knows him based on what he sees on the show. Now, this is happening after they took a break and everybody going back to their room. And I feel like with Marlo, he got a point. Like, a lot of us judge you based on what we see. So if you're only on TV for X amount of time, that equals up to 300 minutes, then yeah. But I also feel like what we see is the raw and truth of who you are. So I feel like sometimes it don't take a lot for you to figure a person out. And I feel like that's just like when you go meet somebody, right? You go link up with somebody and they may bring somebody else along. And it don't, for me, based on their conversation, based on their beliefs or whatever, if you link up maybe 1 or 2 times, it don't take long for you to pretty much figure out their mindset, how they see things, and whether or not you're really trying to rock with them. So I feel like, yeah, we know you at this point. I feel, okay? We know you, Marlo and Tisha. At this point, with what y'all have been giving us these past few years on the TV screen, honey dear. So, okay then. Anyway, so the ladies are back on stage. They're back on stage with Carlos. But did y'all notice, before I get to the ladies, did y'all notice how Lewis went back there trying to talk to Martell? And Martell was really, I'm like, Martell, are you even friends with the Scotts? Are you estranged? Like, what is happening? But he was definitely trying to take up for Lewis them out there. And Lewis came over there to confide in Martell and stuff. And I was like, be careful with Martell, because Martell will turn on you at any moment, dear heart. He's already shown that he will turn on you. Thank you so much, Nerlene, for the super chat. I thought it was disrespectful of Martell making implication of Miss Van's relationship with the brother. He was so petty and smug. That was so out of line. That was so, like, this is your kid's grandmama. This is your ex-mother-in-law. Okay, and some people still call their ex-mother-in-law, mother-in-law, whatever. But that was just like A-B conversation. See your way out of it, sir. Like, let's not. Calm down. Like, he was messed up. He shouldn't have said that. I'm like, let it be between the Scotts and Miss Van, because that's where the rumor came from. Why are you adding your 3, 4, 5 cents into this? Girl, he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to try and put that lady business out there. Girl, not you think Miss Van was lying though. Well, I mean, what she was lying about? Because Miss Van, for me, I feel like he probably thought Miss Van was his girlfriend, but he wasn't her boyfriend. Y'all know how y'all be out here in these streets when y'all be getting in situationships and stuff. Okay, y'all be thinking that's y'all man, but to him, you ain't even his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, maybe he probably thought he had a woman in Miss Van, and Miss Van was like, no, baby. I got a few of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not tied down to you, honey. We just friends. And let me tell you, one thing about women when they get older, they always call their guys friend. It's not a whole lot of them that I've heard refer to a man as they man. So I will say that. They'll be like, oh, that right there, that's my friend. That's my friend. We just friends. Yeah, I'm about to go over here and meet my friend at the casino. Oh, I'm about to go over here and meet my friend. For real. Miss Van is a single woman and she can give, and she got what? And she gave a piece on, she can give a piece on the side. True. Unlike Miss Wanda, who's out here married and still out here giving pieces on the side, even though she went on Facebook Live talking about how her and her husband for to be making things better and they about to reconcile and get back together. Okay then, Miss Wanda. All right. Miss Vanessa said dude was her friend, all caps. Okay. That's the only relationship she acknowledges. Friendship, period. Okay. That's it. Friendship, honey. She said it's not a tape. I think she knew it's one. She knows it's one floating around. Baby, y'all messy. And let me move on, girl. We're gonna get to Miss Van because I got a feeling y'all gonna really have a whole lot to say, honey. Get comfortable. Get comfortable. But y'all not gonna be coming for Miss Van up here now. I'm gonna tell you right. Y'all not gonna be coming for Miss Van. Period. Miss Van, that's right. She's single and she can do what she wants. Not talking about she was a pastor. Listen, ma'am. Y'all is cutting. What is wrong with y'all? The facts. I love the way Miss Van answered the questions and carry herself. She carried herself very well, and she checks the girl. I love the way she stays on Miss Wanda head. And I actually liked how Mel carried herself this reunion too, because she really didn't get loud, especially when she was talking to Tisha. I was like, Mel, how are you keeping the same tone with this woman this entire time? How did your voice not escalate? Because I didn't notice that it escalated with Tisha this whole time. Girl, they was on point. They was on point. Did she talk about the Kimmy? Well, no, I haven't talked about that yet. We're gonna get to that. I'm sorry, I haven't talked about that, dear heart. I mean, Wanda does kind of bring ratings. I have a love-hate with Wanda. I mean, she has her funny moments, but then also she has her too nosy, too messy moments. But let's keep going. Okay, so the ladies are back on stage. And they discussed Tiffany and Destiny, okay? Carlos asked Destiny why she felt Tiffany was out of line at her B-Day brunch. Destiny says it was the contents of her bringing up how they met based on her assuming she was another woman, okay? Carlos asked if Tiffany, like, Tiffany, girl, do you think this is messy? And no, I'm sorry. Carlos asked Destiny if she thinks Tiffany is messy. And Destiny said, hell yeah, they're messy. Yes, absolutely. She is. So then Carlos asked Tiffany how she feels about this, and Tiffany says that she hate that Destiny thinks that, but again, it's her opinion and she's entitled to that. So then Mel says that it carried on for a long time. I agree with Mel on this. It did carry on for a long time, and I did not like Destiny's excuse to me of why it carried on. Destiny says that it's hard to get over something you never got a chance to hash out. What's not clicking, Steven? You could have pulled this lady to the side and had a conversation at any moment, and production would have been there for you. You could have been talked to her. So I don't think Destiny was trying to make any type of attempt to hash out anything with Tiffany. Now, some part of me feels like, why? You know what I'm saying? Why should she? Because it's like, girl, you should have never came for that lady. And, you know, trying to be messy at her B-Day brunch. She shouldn't try and make amends. But at the same time, when you use that as your excuse, it's a problem for me, because I'm like, you could have set aside that time to talk to her and you don't want to. So Yeah, no. Anyway, she then brings up the apology that took place on Taco Tuesday, and she felt like Tiffany's apology was lackluster. She didn't, believe it was really genuine, right? And so she said the event actually went from it being about her and Tiffany to it being about her and Mel. And I feel like, I don't know, y'all gotta let me. I feel like Destiny, that's your fault. To me, I feel like Destiny, that's your fault. That's not so much as Mel fault. I feel like you made it about Mel because you felt like Mel was taking up for Tiffany. And at this point, you just don't like this lady because the truth of the matter is you got a divorce and you still having a soft spot because you still want to be with your husband. Okay. And for her to bring that to the cameras, you just felt the way about it. And the fact that she's close to the one woman you want to be the closest with on the show, that was another problem for you too. So I feel like it was a personal problem, right? She apologized for it. You could have met with her at any time. Like, yo, I feel like the apology you gave me, it wasn't sincere. It wasn't genuine at all. So, yeah, you owe me a new one or whatever, girl. So there's that. Tiffany chimes in, and as soon as she get ready to chime in, here go Destiny. And then Tiffany was like, well, see, girl, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to tell you my thoughts, girl. You won't even let me tell you. You got it. Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead. You got it. And Tiffany was like, girl, I don't even want to go. I'm good. Like, I don't even want to talk, right? So then I think that's when Mel ended up hopping into the conversation. Let me go back. Tiffany says that it's just crazy how this was weird, the interaction between both of the ladies. When Tiffany busts out and says that it's crazy how Destiny is judgmental. And I was confused, like, how is Destiny really being judged? Like, what did she really judge you on? I don't think Destiny really judged you on anything. She was just calling the thing a thing. Like, how did she judge you? So she kept asking her that, like, how, like, explain that. And Tiffany says, she tried to explain it to Destiny. But it didn't hit for me. I didn't understand where Tiffany was going with the conversation. But Destiny says, but all of that was before one-on-one. So she tried to talk about the incident that happened in Vegas. And now Destiny was being petty then, actually. When she was talking to Tisha in Vegas, and then Destiny started calling her lame. You was being petty though, girl. But I don't think that was her being judgmental. That was her being petty, not judgmental. Y'all follow me? You see what I'm saying? Destiny is always mad and bitter for no reason. Like, girl, shut up. I don't like how Mel, I don't like how Mel treated Destiny. Martell clearly wants, okay, so we talked about that. Next season will be Mel, Tiffany, and Kimmy, and then Tisha and Destiny will tag team. I'm gonna talk about that too. I think Tisha should not get so comfortable. Yeah, I don't think so. Tiffany fell flat for me. How you gonna be messy and can't read? Yikes. Destiny said, no, and Tiffany says, and I don't understand why the fuck you're so snappy. Now, if she did come off snappy, now, girl, she did. I will say she did come off snappy. So, and it probably for Tiffany caught her off guard because it's like, girl, why are you so snappy with me when we've already kind of talked and made up and we're good? So why are you coming now? You want to snap off on me? I don't know, girl. The same reason I was wondering why Tisha came out the gate being so snappy with everybody. I was like, okay, then Tisha, girl. So Destiny says, see, if I respond to you in the same manner, then, it's going to be a problem, right? Because she said, I don't understand why you're so snappy, but I am kind of like Destiny, but that's how you're already talking to her. So now she's kind of already giving to you what you're giving to her. I don't know. No, help me, girl. Help me. Tisha better not trust Destiny. She going to kiss me regardless. Tiffany and no pink kitten heels for me. I don't feel no way about how Destiny treated non-transparent as Tiffany. I wish Mel would tell Tisha why she really don't mess with her. Tisha knew a lot and was probably down with the side chick because it made Mel look bad. Tisha is jealous of Mel. Tisha's husband likes Mel. Carlos didn't even know when Destiny got divorced. How is she getting a check when the producer doesn't even know her business? Carlos, that question was for you, especially with you being in reality TV for quite some time, as you mentioned at the end of the show. How is it that you didn't know she got a divorce and she's been on this show this long and she hasn't given any information to the producers? Okay, let's keep going. Mel. Mel cuts it off. She cuts the ladies off and says that she's kind of tired of them bickering at this point. Mel wants to know, is it something deeper? Destiny says her issue is Tiffany jumping in when she was trying to talk to her, right? That's her issue. And then Mel says that, but this is an open floor. So, and the conversation at hand is about you and Tiffany. And I agree with Mel. Like, girl, this is the open floor. It involves this particular woman. So this woman can actually jump in whenever she wants to because the situation is about her. See, the thing is, you just don't like Tiffany. Okay. And you don't want to hear anything from her. And it's not only because of the sore spot in your life of you getting the divorce and her being able to acknowledge the fact that he was with somebody else, especially considering the fact that you just sat up here on the stage and said nobody cheated, but he brought a whole nother woman to a different event and paraded her as though that was his wife. Okay. So that's that. But also in addition to that, it's the fact that you see that she's closer to Mel. At least that's how it comes off. And for some reason, you learn to have that friendship with Mel because you feel like Mel is the it girl, and you that's why you don't like Tiffany. Yeah, you don't want her to get closer with Mel. Yes, Tisha is jealous of Mel and anyone else who is smarter than her. Sadly, she is just an insecure person. Stop fighting with people and just say that. Ooh, help me. We'll talk about it. Okay. Now, Carlos brings up at this time, instead of really allowing Destiny and Tiffany to really clear up their issue, he starts to focus on the friendship between Destiny and Mel. So Carlos brings up Mel and Destiny and how they were at odds. Okay. He asked about the friendship. Destiny says she is confused. They haven't talked. Okay. They used to talk often, but ever since the show has gone off, like they haven't had much conversation or anything, right? So Carlos asked her, well, what's confusing about the friendship? Destiny says that she calls and she may get a call back, maybe, or she'll get a text back. I said, oh, baby, Mel don't fuck with you. Okay, I'm sorry, Mel's And I think that it's not so much as, let me not say that Mel really don't F with you. I think Mel is over this show. Even though she helped create this show and stuff, I think she over it. She over it. She wants to go grow and do some other stuff. And I also wonder, when y'all do talk, if all y'all talk about is love and marriage Huntsville. Because I know I'll be quick to like not answer the phone or send a text for somebody if I already know what the conversation is going to be about. And it's not some shit I want to talk about. If every time we get on the phone and that's all we talk about, like, let's talk about something else. Like, what else you got going on? And I can't say we could share lives and talk about each other's lives because we already know how you move with that. You withhold information, and then once it's all said and done, then you want to come and, you know, have a conversation about it, which, you know what I'm saying, is technically fine. But if you often don't talk about that, then what are we discussing? Mel didn't realize the price for fame was her marriage. Get it? Okay. Mel not over the show. She would be gone if she was. Oh, she'll be gone if she won. She's America's sweetheart right now, and she be loving it. You could have a point. Ty. Mel doesn't seem to have genuine friends. I think it's because she thinks she's better than them. I don't think that's what it is. I don't think she thinks she's better than them. That's just, you know what I'm saying? Everybody entitled to their own opinion. I don't think Mel thinks she's better than them, but I think that she keeps them on the surface as they my friends on the show. Like a lot of these housewives do. Right? Like a lot of these housewives are like, we just friends on the show. But outside of that, like I'm good. I don't really with y'all like that. Why didn't Destiny call Mel when she was going through her divorce? I don't know. How was the price for fame, her marriage, when her marriage was hanging on by a thread before the show? And that's what I was thinking, prosperity. That's exactly what came to my head. Nerlene, you can get it on my website, jamiethat'sme.com. Thank you. I don't agree he was cheating before fame. Okay, so y'all, that's where I was at. That's where I was at. I think she is over the fakeness of the show. Also, Destiny clearly talks to Martell a lot, so maybe that's it. I don't know. But you know how people sit and they watch the season and their perspectives of people change after they're watching the season. Yeah, but I think you said it perfectly, Erica. She's over the fakeness of the show. Maybe I didn't say it right when I said she was over the show. I think that's a perfect one. She's over the fakeness of it all. And whoever said that she's not on the show because she's still there, I think you had a point too, because it definitely affords her more opportunities, right? Being seen on this platform. And it's one that she created. So yeah, I think it's the fakeness, right? Oh, girl. Anyway, we're gonna keep going, honey. We gotta keep going. Where are we? Destiny says that she calls and she may get a text or a phone call back, possibly, girl. It ain't even no guarantee, honey. So Mel agrees and tells her that it's nothing personal with her, and she's sorry that she feels confused about their friendship. Mel says whenever she gets done with Love and Marriage Huntsville, she breaks away and she has her own time. Now, here's the only issue I have with that, Mel. I felt like for you to say that you break away from the show, it was always my understanding that you and Destiny were friends long before this show because of how long she's known Martell. So if this is actually one of your friends, why would you shut her off as well once Love and Marriage Huntsville, once she started filming Love and Marriage Huntsville and the show is over? Why would you shut her off? And that makes me think that, like somebody else said, Mel is over the fakeness of the show, but as it strictly pertains to Destiny, what are y'all conversations? Maybe, Mel is kind of outgrowing possibly that friendship because y'all don't have anything. Like, what are we talking about? What are the you may be discussing things that I'm not interested in talking about. Wait. Why not tell her you need a little time to yourself if that's your friend? Facts. She could say that instead of just not calling, not answering text messages, taking forever to get back to her, especially after you guys had the conversation at the all-white party of you saying, of both of y'all agreeing that you will be each other's village. Damn. That's why Mel is fake. Ooh. She says, I'm sorry. That's how you feel when that is how it is. Okay. All right then. So Mel also plays a part in the fakeness of the show as well. Okay. Somebody said Destiny is needy. Okay. Because she is Martell's friends first and not Melody's. Even though she's Martell's friend first, I kind of feel like Destiny was making a decision on who she stands with the most, and I feel like she was going towards Mel. I think Mel is working on a spinoff at ATL. I would love to see it, number one. So it was the wrap up Mel's party, because that's where Destiny came for her, and maybe that's why she never called her back, because she added to that stress. That was definitely Mel's party, and it was the wrong time to have that conversation, in my opinion. Like, Martell didn't even come there with the BS, but Destiny did. Mel was being very passive aggressive with Destiny, but I get why she wouldn't like Destiny, because Destiny is aggravating. Tisha was the one that told her on air that Martell had bought Miss Thang a matching card, and she is still holding on to that and won't be truthful that she believes Tisha knows more than she is saying. Oh, okay, then, girl. Destiny wanted Melody as a village because she needs a babysitter. Girl, Destiny wanted Mel as a village because she wants to have access to her as she continues to grow beyond the show. I'm not gonna not be convinced about that. Destiny is an aggressive friend, just like Tisha. Like, girl, go read your Bible. Not go read your Bible and stop waiting on a call back. True, but did y'all notice? We're gonna talk about it because I'm about to get to that part. So Mel says whenever she gets done with Love and Marriage Huntsville, girl, it's a DAD for me. It's DEAD for me. She breaks away and she has her own time. So Tisha didn't roll her eyes. Girl, when Tisha did that, that made me, I felt a way when Tisha rolled her eyes, like, girl. But I slick understood Tisha a little bit, considering the fact that I was thinking, if you and Destiny have been friends before this show, why would you want to cut your friend off? Unless, as I said already, her conversations ain't about SHI. Okay. And Mel is evolving past that. But Tisha, girl, you could have kept that eye roll and that neck and that lean back, that Remy Ma. Girl, you could have kept that together in your seat. Girl, you ain't have to do all that lean back and the roll of the eyes. We didn't need it. So then that's when Mel says, yes, Tisha. Yes, Tisha, I do. I do. That's right. I do. And Tisha says, but, you know, I mean, I'm just saying, I just feel like that's excuses, girl. It's just excuses. Tisha says the same thing happened between her and Mel. And Tisha says, when Mel needs you, you're there for her. But when she gets it together, she's too busy. Mel's sitting over there like the white man in the gym. What? You said what? And when I went? Girl, I was here with Mel because I felt like, Tisha, you sound just like my ex-friend. Okay, and I felt like that's not the case. And I don't even think you were one of Mel's shoulders for her to lean on anyway, for you to sit up there and say, you know, what she said, when Mel needs you, you're there. But then when she gets it together, she's too busy. Girl, I don't even think you was a part of her quote unquote village or to be one of her shoulders for her to lean on. Like, what? See, now you putting yourself at a higher ranking than where you really was, girl, because I don't believe that. Okay. But I definitely felt like you was jealous though. You definitely was jealous though, and you wanted to be closer to Mel the same way Destiny wants to be closer to Mel, because you said out your own mouth how much you admired her in the family unit that she and Martell had. But Marlo did not want you to grow. Marlo did not want you to grow and go and be any bigger like Mel is. So that's what I felt was coming off from Tisha. Tisha wanted to be closer to Mel, especially since they joined this show. But I just felt like don't try to act like you was really her shoulder to lean on when you weren't. Right. And Mel says she's confused and tells her since she has known her, she always had her stuff together. I said, Mel, you better speak on it. You better talk about it. You better be a little more loud with it. Okay. I definitely believe that. Like the only time I've ever needed your shoulder, if I even used a piece of it, was when I was going through stuff with my husband. But even in that moment, I chose to scale back because that's what people do when they're going through stuff. They may feel embarrassed. They may feel hurt. They may feel like people don't want to hear about their problems or whatever. So they start dealing with stuff within. Or you have certain people that you do go to and talk to things about. Mind you, even Mel said that she had already heard you talking stuff about her in the streets. So why would you be one of the shoulders that I'm sitting over there leaning on? And I feel like I can relate to Mel with that situation because I've been in a similar situation like that. When I already see how a friend moves, even though you're my friend, and that's not their fault, it's my fault for not telling you your place in my life. But when I see how you move with certain things, I make a mental note that you're a person that I cannot confide in about certain stuff. So then I start to retract, I start to retreat, and I'm not going to share with you. So for you to think that you were a shoulder for her, that's a negative for me. If anything, I feel like Mel has other friends outside of this show that she talks to. And I also feel like her mom is somebody else that she goes to talk to, but it's just that you saw yourself as being in a bigger position in her life because of where you saw it was that she was going. And I'm only speaking from actual experience. Okay, when you see how far a person can go and they're elevating beyond you and you feel like, oh, well, she not sharing. That's when you notice she not sharing with me no more. She not talking to me no more. I feel like what the girl said, she said, I feel like you look out to a certain extent. Okay, see, now I'm bitching about my personal shit. BIT, don't ever say that you feel like I looked out to a certain extent when I've been looking out for your ass since we was in college. Hello, let's get it together there. Okay, but anyway, what it was is that you saw a person evolving past yours. Hello, and you wanted to have access to that, and that's dead as fuck. But anyway, girl, we're gonna keep moving. Okay, because you know I had to let a little bit out, right? To get a little bit out. Live it out, girl. I'm gonna be healed in 2022, girl. Even though it happened in 2020, honey, I'm gonna be healed in 2022. Just to know that, okay? Anyway, but weren't they all really good friends prior to the show? They vacationed together. Yes, they were. They were good friends prior to the show. Definitely were good friends prior to the show. And Mel even mentioned prior to the show, she started to hear how Tisha was already talking SHI about her. And I think she could have possibly excused it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's whatever. We about to go do this show together. So I ain't gonna really trip too much. Da, 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 da. And when you start going through your own SHI, you start piecing together. Okay. They would be at each other's house daily, which is Miss Van said. She called Marlo because they were close, all close. Yes, that is true. Or they not real friends, just for the cameras. I think they are now. I think it's just like for the cameras now. Hilarious. Yes, definitely triggered. Destiny needs a male to keep a storyline on the show because truly, what else does she have going on? I think Destiny got her own stuff. I think Destiny's friends with Kimmy. I think she's friends with Tisha. Okay, she definitely friends with Martell. That's the first person she's known out of all of them. She has her own business that she's still working on, you know. So I think that there is a storyline. She's a single mom. She may not talk a whole lot about her divorce, but she may speak on her life and trying to still find that village coming into the next season. Exactly, Jamie. She admired Mel in public. However, Miss Wanda admitted that Tisha and Kimmy talked about her behind Mel's back. Oh, what? Exactly, she admitted Mel in public. However, Miss Wanda admitted that Tisha and Kimmy talked about her behind Mel's back. They did. When finding a fish called Wanda, J. Blige asked me, what? Asked me, Van, why would Mel listen to her? Okay, I'm missing that. Bitch, stop it. Stop it. Can you be a shoulder to someone who gets security to throw you out of an event, especially to be petty and to look good on the show? Girl, hollering, hot breath hollering. Girl, she did get that lady kicked out that show. Girl, you was never a shoulder for her to lean on. Girl, I'm not got kicked out that show, but kicked out that event. Tisha knew that wasn't cool and she hopped up there on a whim. I can't. They were already on the outs when the show started. And there's that. Not need Miss Wanda to stay out of younger folks' business, girl. Let Miss Wanda tell her she is the younger folk. Mel tried her best to help Tiffany fit in on the show. Ooh, it didn't help. It didn't help her, girl. All right, let's keep going. So anyway, Mel is confused and tells her since she's known her, she's always had her stuff together. What else? Tisha tells her, yeah, that sound good. Girl, let me say, Tisha was, I wasn't expecting a lot that I got from Tisha. Tisha was on one today, okay? I don't know what Kool-Aid she sipped, but Tisha was mad. Tisha was like, yeah, girl, that sound. She had that quick mouth for everybody. Everybody. And I was like, dang, Tisha, for you to have this quick mouth, I wish you looked much better, okay? I wish you did not have on that orange stuff and that wig with the hump because we couldn't take you that serious though, you know, but it was what it was. So Tisha says that she doesn't know. She talks about Mel not knowing how to be a real friend. And I kind of feel like, well, if that's the case, neither one of y'all know how to be a real friend. So there's that, okay? Mel says, and I don't think you know how to be one either, Tisha. And I'm over here saying, Tisha, be careful, okay? Be careful how you're feeling so hyped up because now you notice that there is some friction between Destiny and Mel. Okay, be careful about that because what we did see was when Carlos asked Destiny a question about the dynamic of Tisha, Mel, and her friendship or whatever, Destiny did not agree. Okay, Destiny just said, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's what Destiny gave. So it's like, be careful because you're about to find yourself again outside of the circle because all Mel got to do is have a sit down and conversation with Destiny and they're going to be good. So you got to be careful with that, right? But at the same time, I don't really want to tell Tisha to not express how she feels, though. It's just that if that's how you really feel, own how you really feel. But if the other ladies are not rocking with you, then you already ain't got Kimmy. You already ain't got Mel. You sometimey with Tiffany because Tiffany don't like how you came at her. The only person you do got is Destiny. But guess who Destiny still got? Destiny still got Kimmy. Destiny possibly still got what's her name? Mel. The only person she don't got is Tiffany. So I mean, you know, anyway, Mel calls Tisha out for making the faces that she was making, right? And then Tisha says, I wasn't making a face, but since you want to come for me, then let's go. Since you want to come for me, girl, then let's go. I was like, Tisha, are you okay? Are you okay? Like, this woman didn't even come for you. You came for her when she was talking and you rolled your eyes and did this whole face thing. You didn't even know that you was doing it, but that's what you were doing, okay? You were doing it, Tisha. All right, but that girl said, since you want to cover me, then we can't go. It's not, but girl, Tisha tired of y'all. Well, basically, that's the short answer. Okay, Tisha is tired of getting picked on. She tired. She tired. That's why she was coming at her. I hope after this reunion we can get some fresh storylines and transparency. Okay, because it's way too much damage control here to keep me engaged. Gotcha. I knew Tisha was gonna be feeling herself when she was bold enough to wear that dress with that wig. Girl, I cannot, guys. I cannot. Listen, Tisha was earning her check and I was not mad at it. Oh my goodness. Mel stood up, but Tisha still wanted to look past her. Girl, Destiny gives us events where the girls can get together and act catty and have the same energy with your husband, Tisha. Ooh. Okay, then, dear heart. I didn't say it. I did not say that. Tisha needs to watch come to Destiny's defense. Just speak your truth. Mars told Tisha to say it now because he's tired of hearing it. Probably so. Her mama probably hyped her up to make sure she said it too. She probably talked to that family that had some issues. So Tisha had, you know, and I can't really fault Tisha for speaking up in whatever manner. Because if Tisha ain't got Tisha back, who gonna have it? Girl. And why didn't Carlos ask Marlo anything about the side baby or the allegations? I don't know. I wonder if that's going to play out into the next season. Tisha thought Kimmy would be her friend if they met each other in other circumstances. She did think that. Yikes. Tisha only says Mel is a bad friend because she gave her information on her husband. She acts like she was just out here starting rumors about her. And Mel actually said that. Mel said, I wasn't saying anything about you. I was speaking what was facts. I was speaking what was known. I was like, ooh. And that's Mel still standing by her statement of the fact that he was messing around on his wife. Okay. Now, Martell said it, Mel said it, and Miss Side Girl also confirmed it. So, yikes. Okay, let's get going, girl. Some in the milk ain't clean, is what I'll say. Mel says, see, all that right there, and we shouldn't even be having this conversation because Tisha was doing all this extra stuff, right? Rolling her neck. I'm about it. What's up? I'm about it. So that's the energy that Miss Tisha was giving. Tisha says that says they don't have an issue, but she was just speaking her truth. Okay. All right, Tisha, if that's how you feel. But it seems like y'all did have an issue, though. You said y'all don't have an issue, but you was just speaking your truth. But I think that you do have an issue because I think that you're not fully over the things that has happened in the past between you and Mel. So there's that. What else we got? Carlos asked Tisha if she can relate. Tisha says not on when it came to Mel and Destiny's friendship or whatever like that. He asked if she could relate. And Tisha says not on the show, but with her and Destiny, they were forming a friendship or something like that. She said they were forming their friendship on the show. And that's what was confusing to me because I felt like, weren't their friendship in place prior already because she knew Marlo? So I don't know where Tisha was going. But Mel says Destiny is a good friend, but they haven't talked lately. Destiny is not happy about not being close to Melody. And Mel says she has no issue with Destiny and says she has an issue. But Destiny says, I got an issue with you, though. Okay? But she said it in a joking manner. And I do feel like with Destiny, she does that often with Mel. I feel like she often says things in a joking manner with Mel. But I think Destiny really does have a problem. I mean, I think anybody would have a problem with a friend that you've been reaching out to and they're not responding to you and feel that you're not worth them responding to a text message. You know what I'm saying? So I think anybody would really be upset. So hopefully they were able to have a conversation. Some part of me feel like Mel probably answered her call shortly after that. But I still don't think they really talk like that. All right. I don't think so. Tisha is just like her mom. They give country ghetto teas. My goodness. Okay, Wanda better get a private detective and get some reliable information. Wanda may want to mind her business. Now, Tisha can do that if Tisha wants to, but Wanda need to worry about her two men's in them. Why is it so hard for Tisha to just own he's doing something? The reunion didn't address the red dress girl. Tisha started crying because she knows that's what he likes. The red dress girl was Kyra from Ready to Love. I don't think anything was really going on with that. She was just on the show Ready to Love, so she just happened to like go to their event because it was in Texas. She wasn't the only person from Ready to Love that was there though. Yeah, and I feel like she probably doesn't own that he's doing something because it seems like a lot of us want her to own that he's doing something. And I think also because a lot of people make these accusations, but nobody has truly come to her with like actual hardcore proof for her to believe such a thing. But I don't think she'll listen either way. And I feel like Mel even said that. How can Tisha expect so much when she's not a good friend to no one? And there's that. So I feel like if she's not a good friend, ain't nobody up there a good friend then, girl. If that's what we're doing. What? They are friends based on the friendships between their husbands, not individually. I guess that's true. Yes, it's going to play out because Martell just posted a pic with the side baby. We're going to see how it play out then. I wonder, is Destiny a needy friend towards Melody, which continues to increase the responsibilities in her on her own plate? Well, she wasn't needy when she was going through that divorce. She told her about that after the fact. Actually, there was another woman at that event in question wearing a red dress. Okay. Who was closer to Marlo than Kylie. Ooh, girl, I'm gonna have to go back and rewind that and watch that and see what's going on. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and talk about Tisha and Kimmy, because this right here got a bit messy as well. I'm gonna work on that, Amina. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that. Baby number 5, is that better? What? Because I don't even know the baby name, girl. I'm gonna work on that. What is the baby's name? Because I sure be calling this girl. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna say Martell number 5. Because I don't know this child name. Embarrassing. The new baby. Knox. Oh yes, Knox. That's a cute name. Knox. That's a cute name. Oh, okay. Oh, Tisha feelings were hurt. Kimmy just told the truth. Let's keep going. So Carlo asked that Kimmy where things went wrong in the friendship that she has with what's this girl name? Tisha. Kimmy says that she felt that she was friends with Mel. So when Kimmy ended up being friends with Melody, that's when she and Tisha started to like have an issue, because obviously Tisha was on the outs and she didn't like that. Tisha immediately says that Mel was trying to destroy her marriage. Do y'all feel like Mel was trying to destroy the marriage? Girl, let me know. Was Mel trying to destroy this lady's marriage? Be honest now. Let us know. I don't see that. I'm waiting. Do y'all think that Mel was trying to destroy Tisha's marriage? Oh, Rach is not team Melody, period, because Rach says misery loves company. So do you think Rach, she was trying to destroy the marriage, or do you just feel like she just was miserable and just wanted her to be miserable too, but not necessarily trying to destroy the marriage? Let me know. Tisha wants for Kimmy what she doesn't even receive or demand of her husband in more than over Tisha. Yeah, I agree. I think she should request that type of energy across the entire board. Okay. Carlos asked Kimmy, I think I talked about it. Where we at? Tisha says Mel was starting rumors. When Mel said, no, I didn't. I was not trying to, mess up your marriage or anything like that. Let me see what y'all said. Okay, a lot of people saying Mel was not. Mel was not trying to destroy anyone when their marriage were on the outs. This was the season. This was season the first season. Okay, this was the first season. Gotcha. Oh, you say you think Mel and Martell were trying to destroy anyone. They were trying to destroy anyone. Okay. Oh, somebody said when Tisha said Ariana's name on camera and threw the car in Mel's face, did anyone care? Ooh. Girl. Nah, she wasn't. Was trying to put her up on game, if anything. Her delivery was rough because of what she was going through, but definitely didn't try to destroy her marriage. Right. I feel like that would only be up to Tisha and Marlo to do. And I feel like Marlo could have said it before. Like, ain't nobody destroy our marriage. You just have to be the people that's in it to be able to do that. Now, girl, if I'm dropping you a nugget or a piece of tea, you're going to do what you want to do with it, right? Just like Louis said, you could choose to take my advice or not take it. But I'm not trying to destroy anything, girl. Okay, maybe the delivery was a bit off. So Tisha says Mel was starting rumors and sending stuff to bloggers. Now, this was interesting to me because Mel did not deny what Tisha was saying. And I said, Mel, not you trying to send stuff to bloggers about this man. Now, if that is true, Mel, that is a side eye. Okay, now Kimmy, and she says that, and Kimmy, you know every single thing this raggedy heifer did. You know about all of it. Why you trying to sit up here and act like you don't know no shit, girl? You know what this lady was trying to do. You know she was trying to be over here and destroy my marriage. You want to sit up here and act like you don't know nothing. So Tisha was upset. When Tisha brought this up about the blogs and stuff like that, this is when Mel says, no, well, for me, Mel did not deny it, but Mel just said, I have a lot of things that I could say about that you did too, Tisha. So I'm like, Mel, let us not find out. Let us not find out. Like, no, ma'am. Hold on. Somebody says you all want Tisha, who is dependent financially on her husband, to leave him for cheating. She can't leave until she secured her own money. Give her time. I don't think Tisha going nowhere, even if she got a bag, which she's getting, I'm sure, from the show. I don't think Tisha going nowhere. I think Tisha fine. This show gives a good example of being a married single mother. Tisha steady doing it alone and gets pushed to the back, even at her own vow renewals. Guys, I saw somebody say that Mel is a mean girl. Okay, if you feel that way, honey. If you feel that way. But then what is Tisha? If Mel is a mean girl, then what is Tisha? A victim? If Mel is a mean girl, what is Tisha? If Marlo alleged cheating becomes public one day, if Martell's alleged cheating becomes public one day, Tisha can't accuse Melody of being silent. Melody has been trying to warn her for a long time. Child, I feel like her own mama has been trying to warn her because she probably also has heard things outside of what Mel has heard or mentioned. I hate that for her, if that is the case. All right. So where am I? Tisha then tells Mel if she doesn't want to take ownership, then she goes on to say, if you don't want to take ownership, that's fine. I'm not having this conversation with you, Mel, because the past is the past. I thought that was interesting. For her to say, when Mel starts saying there were a lot of things I could say about you and things that you did. And then Tisha says to her that she doesn't want to, if you don't want to take ownership, that's fine. But I don't want to talk about this. It's over. The past is the past. I think she said that again at a later time. And it made me feel away because I'm like, but you keep bringing up stuff from the past. So obviously it's not over because you feel away about it. And you were very passionate with how you said, oh, she cheated. She was trying to ruin my marriage or whatever. Kimmy, you know everything that has happened. So you know what you was doing, ma'am. What else? I think that Tisha also holds on to grudges, as a lot of people do. She acts like she's okay and she's moved past everything, but she really hasn't. So I feel like if anybody has not truly had the conversations that are needed to be had with certain people, it's Tisha. Kimmy says that she has had conversation in front of both of them and told Mel to stop talking about stuff. And I'm like, okay, so then here we have Miss Kimmy even confirming that Mel has been out here saying things. And I'm like, Mel, that girl, that's not cool. And then Tisha then says that Mel had said Marlo slept with her friend. And Kimmy told her to either show proof or shut up. This is what Kimmy told her a while ago. Kimmy goes on to speak on another time when she had an issue, or at least when she had Kimmy's back. I'm sorry. Kimmy goes on to speak on when she had Tisha's back. But Tisha kept interrupting her. And Kimmy was like, girl, can you pipe down? And Tisha said, girl, don't talk to me like that. No, ma'am, you're not going to sit up here and talk to me like that. And Kimmy's like, but I'm trying to tell you, but you keep talking like that's your problem. You keep talking that you don't spend time doing some listening. Okay, then, girl, well, I'm just going to be quiet for the rest of the show. Then you can go ahead and talk, girl. Like, whatever it is you're going to say, honey, okay? So then Kimmy says that she has tried to check Mel, but because it was not shown on camera, she felt like that's when it became a problem because America, everybody else in the world could not see what it is that Kimmy was really doing, which was defending Tisha. But Tisha knew. That's how Kimmy felt. Tisha knew. But then she also goes on to say that I feel like I can't live up to her expectations. I 1000% understood Kimmy when she said it. I feel like I'm not going to be able to be the friend that you want me to be, girl. So it's just that. Period. So I definitely connected with Kimmy when she said that. Tisha says, but it's not an expectation, but you go hard for all of your other friends. And then, no. Tisha says it's not an expectation, and I go hard, an expectation, but I go hard for all of my friends. Kimmy says, no, you don't. And Tisha says, well, girl, let me know when the time was that I didn't have your back. And Kimmy said, well, you let me know a time when you did. I said, ooh. I was like Carlos when she said, I was like, ooh. Okay then, girl. So then Tisha keeps saying that that she needed Kimmy. She was like, I needed Kimmy in the moment. She was like, first things first, she said something about when Maurice started to post you, I wanted to do all of these events and do all this stuff for you. And I was like, just because you wanted to do events for her doesn't mean that you were there for her or you had her back, shall I say. As you said, you felt like nobody had your back. So it doesn't mean that you had her back because you wanted to do this stuff for her. So that didn't make sense. Carlos asked Kimmy if Tisha is too immature to have conversations that she wants. Kimmy said, I'm not going to say she immature, but I'm going to put it like this, Carlos, okay? I'm going to let you know like this. When it comes to her, she's just not in that space, okay? Mel talk about how she hates that they're in this place where they're disagreeing with each other because she was there from the beginning when all things were well. And I'm over here like, Mel, you need to sit back and shut up, okay? Because did you not realize how Tisha just came at you? And how Tisha not over some stuff that you did? Girl, you need to sit back and shut up. Wherever they friendship fall, let it fall. Okay, did you not see how Tisha just hopped in and gave her 2 cents when it came down to your friendship with Destiny and she felt like you was, pretty much fake? Girl, and you was giving excuses. You sit back just a little bit and let them hash out their own stuff. Don't you add your 2 cents. Don't you give them nothing. They'll figure it out. Period. That's how I felt. Like, girl, don't sit back and shut up. But anyway, so Carlos asked Tisha she asked Kimmy, if y'all were not friends, if y'all were not family, okay, do you see yourself being in a friendship with this woman if y'all were not family? Girl, I don't know what Kimmy thought. Tisha, I don't know what Tisha thought, but Kimmy said no. I hollered. I said, ooh, damn. Kimmy says, no, I don't see us being friends outside of this, like if we were not family. No, she's not my cup of tea. Tisha says, that's fine. We ain't got to be friends or anything like that. You don't want to be my friend. Like, it's okay. We ain't even got to be friends. Like, we good. Like, I don't even care like that for real, girl. I'm just over here just, defending myself. But you can do whatever it is you want to do because we ain't even got to be friends. We ain't got to be connected like that at all. And Kimmy was like, do y'all see this? Like, girl, she put 20 on 10. And Tisha was just like, but girl, that's just what you said, though. I'm just like, this is what you said, okay? You said you ain't want to be my friend, okay? And that's not really what she said, And here you go. You got Miss Destiny said, bro, it was a hypothetical, but you hypothetically went all the way there. You went all the way there with it, okay? So there's that. But in so many words, I guess it was like Kimmy said that because Kimmy was like, I don't have time. I just don't have time for that type of energy or whatever she's giving off. I don't have time for it. So there's that. Now, this was interesting when they get ready to go on that break. They take a break. And Tisha talked to Kimmy about her laughing as if she didn't speak up against her speak up for her against her mom. Like, Kimmy, I can't believe you would sit up here and laugh or whatever like that. You really think that I would defend you against my mom or whatever? And Kimmy said, but girl, it took you a minute, okay? So Kimmy and Tisha going back and forth. Meanwhile, you got Mel over here. She was kind of talking to Carlos, and she was telling him, like, the entire time that I've been sitting up here knowing these ladies, have you ever heard me say anything about how I did not want Kimmy to be Tisha's friend? So she's over there talking to Carlos, right? And then Tisha says that she isn't going to go back and forth with Mel because she hopped in the conversation with Mel and them, right? So this is where it got interesting for me. So then Tisha says that she isn't going to go back and forth down the path with the Mel, and that is old, and she denies talking about her. Like, girl, when nobody's talking about you, girl, I'm not going to go down this road with you, Melody Holtz. I'm not going to wrong road. I'm not going to do it. I wasn't even talking about you, right? I just find it so funny that you don't want to go down that road, but you was just taking Melody down that road not too long ago about the things that she said about you or your marriage or whatever it was. But then now when it's your turn, you don't want to go down that road. Okay. So then Mel says, okay, well, no, Tisha says, I'm not going to do that because, I care about this is what it sounds like. Basically, what I got from it, I care about the friendship I have with Kimmy. I ain't thinking about you. So Mel says, and that's fine. And that's fine because I don't care about you either. Awkward. Okay, Tisha talks about how Mel won't take ownership, and Mel calls her out for the same thing. I didn't think I'm going to take ownership. But what you're saying is that you're not going to take ownership. So, I mean, girl, tit for tat, okay? We're doing the same thing. Tisha says, but you talked about my marriage, and you said that my husband was over here cheating. Mel says, I wasn't saying anything about you, but I wasn't saying anything about you, okay? So she didn't got up and walked over there to Tisha. And Mel says, everything that I was saying was facts. Okay, the stuff that I was talking about were things that were already known. Again, Mel did not take back her statement of what your husband was out here doing. Oof. I feel like if she's guilty of something, it's likely her probably wanting to go share this information with the blogs. Girl, messy boots. Messy boots. Now, I did not understand why Mel felt the need to walk over to Tisha to have this conversation with her, like in her face, like, girl, It was like she was trying to beat something through her head. I was with Kimmy. I'm not going to try and beat anything through your head, girl. I'm going to let it be what it is, son. I'm not going to beat anything in your head. Do what you want to do. But like I said, I do believe Mel and Martell's story on Marso. But what I will say is that Mel was getting back at Tisha for what she was doing out here in the streets. She was out here talking about my man out here in these streets and stuff like that, or talking about my marriage or whatever. Oh, that's why he cheating on you and all that other stuff. Okay, fine. Well, I want you to understand and know that you're not too much different from me. Okay, so there's that. Let's move on to Miss Van and Miss Wanda because they ended up hitting the stage. But by that same argument, all Tisha said was facts. The car, the side chick, the truth. Obviously, I mean, I guess it was the truth. So the same thing for Tisha. Mel was telling the truth because her and Martell's story hasn't changed about that at all. And then you had Miss A come in and say it too. So, yeah. Everybody was just, out here trying to spill each other's tea, I suppose. Why would she tell Tisha details? Do y'all not see how Tisha acts? Ooh. They are filming now, so I hope this comes out on the show. Who filming? Love and Marriage Huntsville filming right now because they definitely got another season. So are they back to filming? Child, Mel's feet are cemented in that truth. Oh my God, your reviews give so much. The facials, the yikes of it all, the interactions, and your point of view, highlight of my Sunday afternoon. Thank you so much, Nicole. I appreciate that. Did y'all see Martell reaction when the mess came up? I don't know if I saw Martell reaction. You talking about Miss Wanda now? Miss Wanda, Miss Van and stuff? Give me would have given up. What? Give me would have given up on Tisha a long time ago if they weren't family. Oh, Kimmy would have given up on Tisha a long time ago if they weren't family. There's nothing wrong with that. I hate the idea that people in your circle grinding and know he's acting up in the streets. That sucks. That sucks. Grinning and knowing, yeah, that sucks. No one would be Tisha's friend. Hell, Tisha wouldn't even be Tisha's friend, girl. Not you know if it's in the blogs, it's true because that's what Miss Wanda said, honey. I can't. Y'all are a mess. No, Kimmy meant exactly what she said. Is it gonna take it back? She's not. Yeah, Martell loves drama when it comes up, and I feel like sometimes he likes it because it's not about him. I think that's what he be enjoying. Like, good, somebody else get into like it. Y'all eat it up. Y'all, yes. I don't like how Mel got in Tisha's face because if Tisha would have given her the same energy, Mel would have said you were being hostile, aggressive, and raising your voice. And that could be possible. She probably would have said the same thing, or she would have stood up right with her and met her with that same energy. I didn't think it was a point to walk over there and say I wouldn't convince her of a damn thing. No, ma'am. We wish you well. All right, so Miss Van and Miss Wanda joined the stage, honey. Carlos asked Miss Van if it was hard to see Martell do this to her daughter. And she says it was very hard, but she thinks it was the best decision for her daughter to make, which was to separate from this marriage, okay? Now, Mel starts to tear up and says that her mom has always been team Martell and Melody, right? But to hear her mom say that she's happy to see her happy in the space that she's in now, it really meant a lot to Mel, so that's good. Martell says that he thinks Miss Van was very supportive and he tried to do what? I wanted to believe that he tried, but I don't know. Okay. Miss Van says that she feel like it's very hard to actually say that he did try. Martell says that Mel, I think because of the kids or something she brought up, and then Martell says that he believes that Mel created that space for the kids by telling them stuff. And Mel says, oh, baby, don't lie on me. That's what you're not going to do this on this good day in America. Don't lie on me. Martell says his daughter has come to him about everything Mel has told them. Like, yeah, Mariah has come to me and said, mommy said this, mommy said that, da-da-da-da-da. No, I mean, that probably could be true. I don't know if Mel probably told that to her daughter, but maybe her daughter was overhearing conversations that she had. Who knows, right? So then Mel disagrees and says she defends him more than anything else. Now, I don't know about that now, Mel. No. Do you defend him? I don't know, girl. Know what you say, but we don't know. So then Carlos asked if the kids know about the other woman and the kids. Wow. So Mel goes on to say that she and her kids, basically she says no, okay? They don't know, right? And she ain't putting that in their head because when they pulled up to a restaurant, her kids were kind of shocked. They didn't know who this woman was or who the child or anything like that. So the kids don't know a whole lot. And she feels like that's not her place. And I don't fault her on that. It wouldn't be my place either. Like, that's for you to say. So we'll go from there, right? So then Martell says, Mel goes on to tell them about how they pulled up to a restaurant, right? I guess it was one of their favorite restaurants they pulled up to. Girl, let me find out this was the same restaurant y'all pulled up to when Martell also pulled up on you at this other restaurant when you was on your date. Girl, this is messy boots. All right. So then she goes on to say that when she pulled up, Martell was there with the baby mom. And Martell gonna ask, now, why would you drive there though? And then tells her that she's pathetic. So I'm like, well, yes, Mel, why did you ride over there? Like, did you go over there because he told you to come over there? Were you doing to him what he did to you? Why would you do that? But at the same time, I feel like Martell, if you feel like Mel is pathetic, then you're just as pathetic as her then. Because you also pulled up, and actually even more pathetic because you pulled up when you in a business meeting, knowing you ain't got no way to get really a lot of money. So you got this opportunity on the table to make you some money, but you walk away from that business meeting to go and interrupt the date that your wife got going on. No, sir. Okay, so you can stop it. There's that. Mel continues with her story and tells us that Mariah screamed when she saw the lady close to the dad, to Martell, and she yelled and said, "Get away from my dad! Get away from my dad!" So she started screaming and she was sad. Now her daughter at this time, she says, still doesn't know what's going on, who the other woman is or anything. Mel doesn't believe it's her place to tell the kids. So Carlos asked Martell, why hasn't he told the kids yet? Are you embarrassed? I said in all caps, yes, he is. He is. And Martell says when it comes to his kids, he feels a way. I said, yes, the way that you feel is embarrassment. That's the way that you feel when it comes to the kids. That's your fault, okay? So Mel needs to choose what streets to go down depending on if her cheating husband and side chick or anywhere around? No, she don't need to choose, but she definitely pulled up to this particular location. So I'm wondering, did he have her meet him there to get the kids or something? Like, what was the reason for going to that location? Because how he asked the question made it seem like she purposely pulled up. So I'm wondering, or did they just happen to randomly, you know, pull up on each other like by accident? Because Mel didn't really clear that up. Mariah is very sensitive. When she cried in Mel's office, I cried with her. Yeah, she is a very sensitive child. Oh. But Martell's mother told the kids all about the outside, baby. She's been the one who told the kids about Melody's song being about Martell. Oh, I think she did mention that when they had to sit down. Them kids are online with their friends. It could have been a coincidence. It's a small town. I mean, yeah, that's true. Especially the way people over here dating the Scott brothers, girl. It's probably really small. I think it was a random pull up to a restaurant. Mel needs to stop involving her kids in the grown folks' business. Okay. Martell should have told those kids that was not the way for them to find out, period. He should have definitely addressed this head on, and he should have addressed it when a woman was pregnant, to be honest with you. Especially when he knew that baby was coming. He should have sat him down. And at the time when they were getting a divorce, I feel like he should have said all of that. But I think he was trying to keep up a certain image with his kids, like to not be looked at as like whatever. Like, dang, daddy, you're the reason for the divorce or whatever. You know, he'd be trying to be about his image, I suppose. But anyway. Now we get to Miss Wanda and Miss Van, because y'all know Miss Van is there to collect Miss Wanda, period. So she spoke on their heated exchange. And Miss Van says that Wanda speak just to her to hear herself talk. And then Miss Van says she over there telling the side chick to get the same thing the wife get. And Miss Wanda asks, what makes you think she will listen to you? I think Miss Van said, yeah, Miss Van asked her, what makes you think my daughter will listen to you? And then Miss Wanda said, well, what makes you think she'll listen to you? And Miss Van said, because she's my daughter. Like, what kind of dumbass question is that? So then Miss Wanda says, all those tapes, and this was crazy, because when she said tapes, I thought she was saying mistakes, but she wasn't. She says, all those tapes you was out there making, you should have been the one to tell her about the tapes she was making in her bedroom. I said, Lord have mercy. What? And this is when we get to what she was really saying. It took Carlos to clear it up when she said tapes. I thought y'all know Miss Wanda don't know how to talk. So I thought she was saying takes as in mistakes. But then Carlos picked up the conversation talking about the tapes. So we get to the tapes, honey. So Tisha tries to clear up the BS for her mama. Okay. And the combo comes up about Maurice and Marceau's brother and Miss Van. Now, Marceau says he heard about it, but he never seen anything. Y'all comments is crazy, bro. Cut it out. I can't. Miss Wanda is doing that much for that bingo chick, girl. The family picture with Martell is just a remake of Mills. Yeah, I saw that. If there's a tape of Miss Wanda press record, I'm tired of freaky old people. Just bake cakes like they used to. How old is the school? The Scott's other brother. I don't know. I just know it's a whole lot of them. So he probably up in age. Martell got that old school mentality that I'm a parent and I don't have to hold myself accountable or explain myself. His kids is from a different generation that will drag him. But Miss Wanda was out of control. Okay. Yes, she can't speak. So I didn't know if she was saying takes or tapes. But either way, it was disrespectful. It was disrespectful to say to this woman. Okay, so then the combo comes up about Miss Van and Marceau's brother. And Marceau says that he heard about it. He never seen anything. Miss Van is clear to let y'all know, baby, we were not a couple. All right, hear me, hear ye. We were not a couple, but, you know, we was friends and that was it. All right, and yes, we did spend time together. Girl, this got messy, honey. Let me. So here go Martell, messy. Martell gonna say, but didn't you drive like 5 or 6 hours to go and see him? Didn't you drive about that far to go see this man? Hollering. So Mel said, yeah, they're friends. I said, Mel, shut up. Okay, because if your mama is sitting up here letting it be known that they friends, why is you over here busting bubbles? Girl, I'm talking about yeah, they were friends. And then Miss Van clears Martell and says that she's never been to his house. And then you go, Mel, talk about something, right? Okay, because like when she was driving there, they would go to a hotel room. Like they went, I mean, like, come on. And I'm like, Mel, shut up. Like you are messing up your mama game, girl. Be quiet. You telling all your mama business. All your mama business. Girl, you supposed to be quiet. Sit back. Telling that lady bit. Girl, I was hollering. I could not. Miss Van tells Miss Wanda to stop speaking lies. And Miss Wanda says, well, I'm only speaking on what I heard. I'm only telling you what I saw on the social media. That's all I'm doing. Girl. So then Miss Vanessa was like, and their lies. Girl, I cannot, bro. These people was going crazy. So Marlo says, well, let me tell you this. Y'all know he go with his advice that he don't want to give nobody else. He go with his profound knowledge that he wants to share. Well, let me tell you like this. I didn't see any tape. There was no tape or anything like that. You know, it was talked about. I heard about it, but you know, we didn't see anything. But what I will say is, Miss Vanessa did spend some time with my brother. She did, and it was a relationship. So that's where we are. Okay, it was a relationship. She could say what she want to say. She could do what she want to do down here on the good TV. But understand that it was indeed a relationship, and I cannot. Girl, he blew her whole thing up. I can't. Thank you so much. Let me find it real quick so I can put it on the screen. Thank you so much, DH, for the super chat. Can we go back? What's the story on the Elder Scott? Were they ever on the show? Was the grandparents ever explained how many Scotts out are there? And this is a great question you're asking that I'm not sure, because I thought it was like 13 of them. It could be more. But I know it's a lot of them. Okay. The story on I don't know which Elder Scott it is that Miss Girl was dating. I'm not sure, honey. I just know that she was kicking it with one of the Scott brothers. And they have a lot of them, which makes me believe that one would be around the same age as Miss Vanessa. They were never on the show, which is very interesting to me. And I feel like I said that in another review, because during the first season, we saw them go to their mom's house. Because remember, Maurice and Marcel built their mom a home. So I'm like, well, how y'all bring Cedric or whoever they brought? How y'all bring those people to the house, but y'all ain't bring y'all siblings to the house when you bought a house for your mama? You know what I'm saying? Okay, I guess. So we didn't get to see the siblings. I don't know much about the grandparents or anything. But I know it was a brother that Miss Vanessa was, talking to. Yeah. So there's that, child. Yeah, Miss Wanda got too much time on her hands. I can't. Never seen them. Okay, what's the tea? We need a local to tell it. Yeah, we'll need a local to give us information on that. Miss Vanessa was in was in an entanglement, not a relationship. She ain't claiming that man, ain't claiming him at all. That wasn't her man. He probably thought she was his man. He probably thought he was her man. I'm sorry. Yeah, because some of those older Scott brothers look like they're in their 50s. Gotcha. Okay. Right. Not entanglement, honey. It's a mess. All right. So what happened? Marcel says they were in a relationship. So everybody in cahoots with the Scott family is what I was thinking. Like, girl, Huntsville must be that damn small. Okay. Because all of these siblings they got, it must be that small. Because how all y'all damn near got an entanglement with somebody that's in the Scott family. So Wanda was asked about Kimmy being a snake. And Wanda says Tisha and Kimmy would sit around and talk about Melody. And based on that, she believed that Kimmy and Mel would sit around and talk about Tisha. But they really didn't. I don't feel like they really like talked about Tisha like in a negative way, or talk about Tisha like that, the way that Tisha and Kimmy did about Mel. Right? But those are my thoughts. I think when they did talk, it was more so about Kimmy trying to get Tisha and Mel back on one accord, or Mel trying to get Kimmy and Tisha back on one accord. So there's that. What else? Tisha says that she does check her mom, but her mom is going to say whatever it is that she wants, and she don't know what nobody else wants from her at that point. Kimmy doesn't feel like Tisha defends her, but she says that the mom, they defend each other as far as those two. Tisha and her mama. But okay, so Carlos asked about Kimmy being disrespectful to Tisha's mom, and Kimmy said, yeah, I have been, because I'm motherfucking tired, and I'm gonna continue to keep my foot on her neck because she's not gonna keep talking to me any kind of way. I was here for Kimmy. I was definitely here for Kimmy. Like, Miss Wanda don't care what she say to nobody else, so why she can't? And then Tisha gonna say something like, you should have respect for my mom out of the friendship you have with me. We don't even have a friendship, so what are you talking about? We're not even cool like that no more. So what you saying, girl? I'm gonna do what I want to do. She can disrespect me, I'm gonna disrespect her. Miss Wanda says that she and Kimmy are close in age, and they're talking about, she's talking about if we ever have a conversation, then it's woman to woman. I said, not woman to woman. I can't. Tisha says Kimmy should, I already mentioned that. So Kimmy says she's at a place where she no longer has the capacity to be who Tisha wants her to be. And I don't blame her on that. I connect with that. Like, it's cool. Like, we can agree to disagree. You know, I'll catch you on the flip side. I'll deal with you at a distance. But as far as like real friends and all that, like, I'm good. I'm good on that, right? So Tisha starts speaking on Kimmy not owning anything. And Tisha, that's what was killing me. You kept throwing at other people how you felt like they weren't owning anything. And it's like, what are you owning? Okay. Tisha feels that Kimmy has participated in dragging her with others. And Kimmy is just taken back. She's taken back, and she just feels like, girl, is this reunion over with? Can we end this reunion, please? Because I can't take it. So then Marlo ended up giving his opinion. I don't even know what he said, but I was over it at that point. Next thing you know, we see the mamas exit the stage. Jalen comes out. Okay. What else? Destiny asks Carlos who his favorite is. Everybody thinks it's Martell. Mel says, well, then help him be a better man. Martell starts bickering back with Mel. He said, I am going to be a better man, just not with you. And then Mel responds, and he's telling her to be quiet or something like that. I'm like, Martell, you didn't even have to address her at all. But anyway, Carlos announces that there will be another season. So that's great to know. But what is that season going to give? Okay. We wanted to know more about Jalen, what happened with Black. We wanted to know more about what happened with the Vegas trip or whatever, other things that were not discussed. But I guess we'll get that next season. Jalen eventually comes out. Destiny and Jalen, they kind of look cute when they sat next to each other, but I would never want to see Jalen date Destiny. I think he need to just continue to focus on himself, be single, and see where your company and stuff, or your business, your real estate is going to go from there. There's that. And I also like the kind words that Carlos ended up giving to the cast as they got ready to close out the show. Okay. And in that moment, I realized Tiffany and Louis, they're going to be back. Everybody we saw on this stage is going to be back next season. I think he's going to give Tiffany and Louis an opportunity to like redeem themselves based on how they were seen in this season, right? So I think they're gonna be coming back. And I guess, I mean, but if they not giving by the second season, Carlos, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time at all. Okay? Yeah, Destiny is way too old for Jalen. Not you putting Jay Lee, and not where is it? And not in age, but in life experience. Gotcha. I think Destiny don't need to date nobody. Because Destiny has been in a long relationship with the last man, LeBarrett, for however many years. Then they got married, only married for like barely 2 years, but they was together probably a total of 7. So it's like, at this point, girl, just date around. I don't think she need to begin with nobody. Miss Wanda tried to say Kimmy is older, child, but Miss Wanda could only wish they looked in the same age bracket. She wished. Girl, I feel like that was a dig at Kimmy. But Kimmy looks great. So I don't know what Miss Wanda is talking about. It was coming off as jealous. Tisha never could answer Kimmy's questions about what have she done for. She couldn't answer that. I don't know. She couldn't give her no thorough answer at all. So I don't think they're going to be good next season. I just don't see it. I don't. And now I'm wondering if Tisha and Mel even gonna be on good terms based on how things happen with this reunion. And it's one thing with how you are in the moment, and then it's another thing when Mel takes a step back and actually watch the reunion. So I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm looking forward to seeing, like, are y'all cool? Are y'all not cool? What's happening? Was that the board that Mill's brother made in her dressing room? What board? I swear the show has to at least give Ariana 30-minute sit down. She's way too famous to not speak on this. She's the silent cast member. I don't understand. Why do y'all want her on the show? Why? I don't see why. Why do we want her on this show? I don't think she should really be on the show. Like, for what? Why she got to be on the show? To give what? To tell us what? I guess it'll be entertaining, but Mel's not going to meet up with her, so what's the point? Are we just going to see her interactions with Martell and that's it? And then what happens when y'all bring this woman to the reunion? I don't know. I need to know, like, why do y'all want this woman on this show? I disagree, Jamie. We can say what we want about Martell, but Mel didn't have to say, hold on. But Mel didn't have to say what she said either. They're both childish. You're right. You're right. She didn't even have to say anything like, oh, help him be a better man. Because at this point, it don't matter. Y'all are divorced. So it don't matter what he go off and do at this point. Tisha wasn't given a chance to list all of the things she did for Kimmy. She started with giving her a bachelorette party for her shower, but didn't get a chance to finish it. Gotcha. Right. She didn't. But the question wasn't about her, the things that she did. It was about her showing how she's had her back. So in that sense, it's like when somebody has discussed me and brought me up in a negative way, how have you had my back? Because you can't bring up the Kyle situation because you didn't have my back in that situation. So, like, that's the stuff she would need to, like, list off. Not so much as the things you did for me. Okay, cool. But I'm talking about having my back. As far as drama goes, I think the Whitlows will fare better next season because the other couples have leverage with knowing their transparency. I can see that. And hopefully they would have learned a lot. They would have learned a lot watching themselves this season. Somebody said, we do not want her on the show. That person is tripping. Okay, a lot of y'all are saying y'all don't want her on the show. What would she add? Okay, right. She should not be rewarded. What does she have to say? It's nothing to hear from her. Let me see what. Tisha didn't have Kimmy's bag. She was meeting up with Kyle, talking about Kimmy being a side chick. Stop it. Ooh, don't highlight the mistresses. Maybe they will go away. Even if Miss Thang didn't know about Mel in the beginning, she eventually found out and still decided to stay. So she does not be on a. You mean to say she does not need to be on a platform that Mel created? Let her sell her clothes from over there. So we can realize what he sees in her. Her looks, we got it. Why is she here? Baby born, so what would coleslaw add? Yeah, like what? I mean, I don't. Right, somebody said, because they messy. The baby mama doesn't need to profit from helping to destroy a family. Not on my platform. I don't think Destiny got married for the show. Because if Destiny would have got married for the show, we would have saw her wedding for real, girl. We didn't see nothing. Only thing we knew was that they was engaged and they was going to get married and she was going to move from Tennessee down to Alabama, try to be with this man. Tisha, what? I missed that. We already know the beginning, middle, and the end of her story, girl. Tisha actually co-signed Kyle when they sat down together. And I think that's something that Kimmy cannot forgive because it continued to put out the narrative that she was like the side chick or whatever. She lies about everything. Her degree, her relationship contracts with Bravo, and even the house she lives in. No transparency. Yikes. Are you talking about Miss A? Yikes. Okay, she's not even with Martell. So what? That's what I'm wondering, girl. They not even like in a relationship. They, they just be smashing and going. Smashing and going on about their business. I definitely don't want her on the show, and I have no plans on supporting her unless y'all speak on her. I'll give y'all the coin instead. And there's that, Summer. She said she checked her mama, and Kimmy didn't acknowledge that at all. You know what? She did kind of tell her mom. She did kind of put her in her place at the house, right? When she said that she wanted to wait and see, you know, because she hears one thing from her mom, but she wanted to wait and see if her mama was telling the truth, if Kimmy really disrespected her. No reward for opening your legs to a married man, honey. Yeah, I agree. Like, I wouldn't want her on this show because I feel like when you give somebody an inch, they're gonna try and take a mile. And even if it is just like sit downs with Martell, it's gonna go from sit downs with Martell to maybe a sit down with Destiny or a sit down with Tiffany or somebody else coming on the show. Like, no, let's not and say that we did. Okay, now if she gonna be on the show, at most it need to be conversations that Martell has with her in his car as he's driving, as we've already gotten. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. Now my mind could change at any moment. Maybe next season I'm like, dang, they should have brought her on the show. I want to know more. But in this moment, no, ma'am. I don't think she should be on this show. And then I also feel like this, y'all. If they brought her on the show, I feel like it's only going to me, and I could be wrong, I feel like it's only going to prolong the healing that Mel should be doing for herself and her family. I feel like that's only going to prolong it. It's going to be sending her back to where she was in this marriage with this man, and how this woman was disrespectful, okay, to her family, to her marriage, everything, and how he participated in that disrespect. So I just feel like it's only going to prolong her from healing when she should be moving past this situation. So yeah, for me, it's a no. It's a absolutely not. She can't come. Remember on Love and Hip Hop ATL when the side chicks united and was proud? That was so ridiculous and ghetto. I don't know why Martell taking that pic with his 5th kid on one knee and baby girl on the floor instead of the other knee bothered me so much. Wait, it's like, huh? If I was Mel, I would leave it. They let her on the show. Yeah, if they let her on the show, I'll be mad. I'll be mad. I'll be mad. But even though she like created the show, she is like a executive producer. I feel like I don't know how much pull she has to keep her off the show, is what I'm wondering. And the reason why I say that is because I have to go back and think about Married to Medicine. And remember how Mariah was on Married to Medicine and she created the show, she pitched the show, got the show picked up for vanity reasons. She was an executive producer. She got into it with Quad, but Quad ended up continuing to be on this show. And they got rid of Mariah off her own show only to continue to keep Quad on this show. You see what I'm saying? So it goes to show how much leverage Mariah had and has right now. So I'm wondering how much does Melody has, aside from a really, really great relationship with Carlos. Is that enough to keep Miss Girl off the show? I don't know, dear hearts. IDK. True, this is on and this is not Bravo, but I still feel like business is the same. It's business, right? So if business is business, it could be that all of the rights may be owned by Carlos, and she may not have that type of leverage to not have this woman come on the show, even though I will hope that is the case. I mean, that would have been nice. Both kids should be on his lap, child. Good night. But he only had one. But listen, guys, we have been on this thing for 2 hours, okay? And I totally appreciate you guys for hanging in here, okay? 500 plus people on the chat. So please be sure to hit the like button. Okay, I definitely appreciate all of you guys. Let me see what we got. Look like we only got about 250 some likes. So if you guys could do me a favor, scoot on over there and just hit that like button, because I know it's been like 500 of y'all for the majority of this entire live. But again, I thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Thank you to all of my moderators and my channel members. I appreciate all of you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and hop off, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.